What up, people? We back, episode 18. I'm Tawan.
Nijel.
Ramon.
We doing some tech stuff, doing some Kanye and Kim Kardashian. We got some things on deck. Check us out. Yo, we here doing episode 18. Welcome back. So starting it right off in the tech department, we got the Galaxy S4 or the Rumorville. I have the 3. I don't know if I'm getting the 4. This is doing well, just fine. But I don't know, what are they talking about?
Rumors. Again, that was the key.
Maybe there was a song called Rumors.
Yeah.
You know.
5-inch ammo LED display.
Another note.
The note is bigger. There's another.
It's 5.55. So
right.
Really, mobile tanning device.
Yeah.
You know,
it's getting bigger. So a 5-inch ammo LED full HD display, full 1080p. A 2 gigahertz quad core processor.
Here we go.
I don't know. I haven't seen much on how much operational RAM it'll have. If I had to guess, I'll say 2 gigs. That's pretty much what industry standard will be by the time this thing hits the market.
Right.
And a 13 megapixel camera.
Is that necessary?
It's not necessary, but I mean, you know, Samsung's been on 8 for a while. They got to do. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. Apple stayed on 8. Nokia obviously stayed on 8.
Right.
So is the camera itself going to be bigger on the back of it, or?
Well, I don't know. That's the thing, right? Because that's what makes a good.
Yeah.
Is the actual. I don't know how they'll do it.
Yeah.
I mean, the Titan. It was all sensor size. Am I correct?
No,
as
the
opposed
Titan.
to
What was it? 16?
It was 6. It was 16 megapixels.
Yeah, and it didn't make a better image.
It made a good image, but not a better image.
Right. It's not. It's never the amount of megapixels you can get that makes a good image.
Yeah.
Because, you know, truth be told, we can go back 5 years and find some 8 megapixel cameras, actual cameras.
Right.
Remember those Canons, the little ones?
I still have one.
And compare them to a 16 megapixel camera phone today, and you'll see megapixels does not depict the quality of the camera.
Right.
And anyone that knows cameras will tell you that. So.
Okay. All right.
But I'm pretty sure it'll be. They're not going to release something with a garbage camera. Samsung knows what they're doing at this point.
Well, we hope they do, because they sure didn't know what they were doing with that lawsuit they had with Apple.
I think they've been winning a few of those lately.
Oh, well, until they recoup that billion, what was it, $1 billion that they got?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to lessen that, so.
Yeah.
But
I think that was a Steve Jobs thing.
Yeah, it might not be bothered though, but like 2 gigs of RAM, that's almost the same thing as a MacBook Air.
Wow, look at
that. I'm like 2 gigs of RAM on a phone and it's stronger than a MacBook Air.
What's crazy is I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, I'm like, 2 gigs of RAM. My computer has 2 gigs of RAM, 4 gigs of RAM. I don't even think it has 4. I think it has like 2.
The MacBook Air isn't a productive machine.
Yeah.
It's really for aesthetics and, you know, it's a nice thing to look at. That's what that thing is.
It's a piece of shit.
It is. I mean, it is.
Who is it? Samsung actually makes a thin. They were one of the
Series 9, I think it's called.
Yeah, and see, that's the problem. Apple's direct OEM competitor is Samsung. No one else rivals Apple in the OEM department, because let's get this correct. Apple is a hardware company.
Right. They're a little
all right.
Right.
They're a little bit of both, but they're really a hardware company. So who else on the market? HP? No.
HP.
No. Absolutely not. So Samsung, you have the two titans going at it,
right?
And I mean, for all intents and purpose, Samsung in the long run is going to win.
Yeah, I mean, Samsung's on the Windows in the Windows ecosystem. So
Yeah.
they, by default,
They will win.
they triple, quadruple
Yeah.
Apple's numbers. Which, by the way, I haven't heard how much these MacBook Airs and Pros have been selling.
You'd be surprised. In college, a lot of people have MacBook Airs.
See why?
Just cause they, and then at first, like, if you don't know the specs, you're like, oh my god, this thing is awesome. And then I started to look at the specs, I'm like, yo, this is
not
garbage. Yeah.
And then you're gonna graduate. You're gonna go out in the real world and get a real job. And you're gonna say, yeah, knows Mac.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Useless.
I'm not exactly sure why I should hire you because you know Mac. Not cool. And that bothered me because I remember Steve Jobs sniped a good amount of deals with academia, and a lot of these under Ivy League colleges actually got good contracts with Apple where they get these things like, you enroll, here's a Mac.
Yeah.
And the students use what they use, and then
It's
they get
free.
out in the real world and
They use what's if I give you a Mac for free, you'll use it.
right. And it is a nice design machine, but the problem is
It's under
when
spec.
it's time to produce. No, they're on spec. They're on spec. They're expensive.
They're under spec for the price.
Yes.
All right, that's
Yeah.
what I think. That's what I mean. But
Yeah.
really fast, like moving right along to Apple and their bullshit. Is this bullshit? The iOS watch.
You would tell me you're closer to that generation than I am.
I don't know. I don't know. I do it because I can see it. I can see two perspectives. One, if it's like an iPod Nano on your wrist,
But
like,
they have that.
But the iPod Nano OS, because you see that the new one looks like a little square, and you just throw that on your wrist, and then I don't know. I think it would look stupid with like the headphone coming out to your ear, and you gotta do like this and like that. But if it's Bluetooth compatible, I think it would be
should be
pretty
fine.
nice.
Right.
Yeah, but then it's like, I don't know. Would I really pay that much money for that? Like,
Well, we don't know how much it'll cost.
Yeah, it's like
It's got to be like $100, $120, $200 for a watch.
I
Is
think
nothing.
it would be a little more than that.
But so what you're saying is, you're gonna have people playing Angry Bird on their watch
Why not? People record events on
with an iPad.
an iPad. Almost made
Please
you
don't
cuss.
get me started. I seen the dude at the Nets game with that first generation. No, second generation.
I've seen
iPad.
people at your graduation with that.
I saw a female. You know how females take the Facebook pictures and all that, Instagram.
The duck face.
Stop
Stop the duck face. Cut it out.
Yeah. So she's in the mirror and she takes a picture of herself with the iPad.
That happened on my newsfeed the other day.
I said,
That's your people.
you know what?
I'm not in New York anymore, so
So the rumor is Apple's been in bed with Intel to come up. It's gonna have an Intel processor. The iWatch we're talking about. It's gonna have a 1.5 inch OLED screen and Bluetooth enabled.
OLED.
OLED, yes.
All of that for a watch. And their phones, the iPhone, nothing else has an OLED.
Yeah, that's what I was
What the hell is
thinking.
there to see an AMOLED?
I don't know.
I have to do some research. I don't. What the hell ever.
Yeah, real talk.
So you're not buying it.
nah, I'm not buying it.
You buying it?
Are you kidding me?
Cause you would wear that watch every single day, and it's like how many?
Yeah.
Like, I like to switch it up. Like I can't.
I would rather
I
get.
agree.
Yeah.
I would rather buy a Swatch watch than to buy that.
You know, Swatch makes a lot of like diesel watches. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna say we are all underestimating Apple's ability to sell people shit they didn't know they didn't need.
Well, yeah, it will sell.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a line wrapped around.
And there's
the
gonna
Apple
be
Store.
there's a meme out there where the guy says he's looking at his iPhone and he says it's snowing, and then Batman slaps the shit out of him. He says, I have a window. This is going to be a real scenario where this watch is going to be able to tell you when you have a text message, and then Batman's going to slap the shit out of you.
No.
You have a phone in your pocket.
No, what's gonna happen is I got one real fast. So you're gonna look at your watch. It's gonna say, yeah, it's gonna be like, yeah, you're gonna need your umbrella today, and then a 1984 black on black Trans Am is gonna run you over and say, look at the fucking news, right? And it's gonna say Night Industries 2000 on the back plate and drive off.
Dude, it's crazy.
Right? That's what's gonna happen. Really. Next topic, please.
More iPhone.
Yeah, of course.
So
iPhone 6.
iPhone 6.
Oh, you really think they'll skip the 5S?
I think they have to.
Think that? I don't think so.
Yeah, but
I thought they had to skip the 4S.
I think they did.
But you know what? I think if they skip 4S, they're going to make a lot of people pissy. Because now what they're doing is, so here's the rumor. They're whereas it used to be June, July 1st.
Forget about
release.
the dates. Forget about the dates.
Yeah, now I understand what I'm saying. It used to be that they're trying to move back to that sooner date because they wanna keep a hold of the market share.
So you're saying every 6 months they're trying to come out with something?
No, what I'm saying is they're trying to keep it closer to. They don't want to go into too far into the third quarter to release their devices. Now they won't release it the first quarter. But they want to keep it somewhere around second, because look at what Samsung did to them. When Samsung dropped their device, not only did it outsold them the third quarter and the last quarter.
Right.
It outsold the 4S and the 5.
And they're still outselling them.
And it's still outselling them. So what's happening is they need to keep.
So you think they're trying to get the jump on Samsung?
They're trying to get the jump on Samsung. It's a marketing scheme.
That's interesting because they never play caught up.
Yep.
Everyone else has been trying to get the jump on them.
Exactly. So now this year, this is the first year. I mean, look at Apple shares. They're down to 400 now. They were
I think it's like 508, but that's still fucking.
Oh yeah, but for Apple, we're talking here. Like that's
okay.
You know,
they are their own measuring stick, and they've been failing. They've been falling short quite a bit lately.
What analysts were saying that their stock prices. They were expected to be the first company to hit $1,000 a share.
Was it 1,000 or 8?
No,
it was 1,000.
They were looking towards 1,000 a share.
This is the reality distortion field around Apple.
Exactly.
Now Apple is a certified big company, and they will fall in line with the shit that big companies do. Your employee stealing shit, your lack of innovation. Your cheap tricks of selling 3 iPads in 1 year. Now they're doing big company things.
Exactly.
They're gonna. I still think the stock will hover, like when it's all said and done the next 5-6 years. That's a long time. I think the stock will hover around 3-ish.
But 300 a share, like
still a lot.
It's a lot. But again, for Apple. And for them to diminish over the next 5 years to $300 a share, which means somebody else just picked up about $200 a share.
No, not necessarily.
I think so.
I think the playing field just levels. They're not God anymore. They're just another choice.
Okay.
But they'll still hold their value. It's still Apple. They'll still make decent, beautiful products. But then people realize they're not the only one making. It doesn't mean Samsung comes out with some, oh my god, best thing we've ever seen. It's just everything just levels out.
Oh, we'll see, because iPhone 6 won't be a selection in my choice of smartphones for 2013.
Not unless they change
in 5 years, they can also release the Apple TV.
Man,
you'd be surprised when people are like, oh, I got an Apple TV, I'm the best thing on earth.
What I would say is, well, let's finish this here. So the iPhone 6 have been showing up in developers' logs. Somebody somewhere is testing the iPhone 6. Well, it showed up as an device identifier, iPhone 6 running iOS 7.
Okay.
This made headlines. Shocker.
Of course.
Move on.
Of course.
So Apple TV.
Yeah.
This is what Apple does. This is what I like about Apple. They kick industries in the ass. They jumpstart. They kick the mobile industry in the ass. What you're doing sucks. Do better. In the TV industry, there's room for that. Have you ever seen a smart TV? Hideous. The UI is hideous.
It is very, and the speed of the device is like
the phone. It's a like joke. And I mean, it would cost them an extra $10-15 per unit to put the goddamn internals of the Galaxy in the TV to just make it more responsive.
But I understand that's down the pipeline with Samsung TVs.
It should be, and even Sony, like the cell processor has been used in their TVs,
even with,
but just not for like a UI point of view. But
because the new Panasonics actually come with a really fast processor, like it. I'm like,
I love Panasonic.
Yeah, well, we're gonna talk about that later. We'll talk about that's LCD versus LED versus plasma.
Get your game up, people.
Yeah.
So, I think Apple has an avenue to expand on
TV. Yeah.
But they still won't win because Samsung's still a giant. Panasonic is still running shit. I don't care what you tell me.
There you go.
Sony is not a joke in the TV industry.
They really aren't.
So
they really aren't.
I like how Apple can come in and when they start stealing consumers, people are like, wait, whoa, hold on here. Now we gotta. What is Apple doing? Let's figure out a way how to do this and do it better.
And let us get sued by Apple, even though we were doing this first.
Right. Because Apple patents anything that runs on battery cells.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But BBM gets video chat. I like this, and I think that RIM they're being original in their way of trying to climb back. They're not they're not doing what everybody else is doing. They're doing what they want to do. And they're trying to what BBM, that's what made Blackberries popular
in Consumerville.
Right, in Consumerville. So we're talking between the years of 2005 and 2009. That BBM made Blackberry RIM popular.
Okay.
All right. So now what they're doing is what made us popular. So to answer the question that everybody wanted to know, what the guy, who was the guy who took over for RIM? They interviewed him. They were talking to him. Whatever his name is.
The CMO.
Right. They're talking to him, and they're like,
great interview, by the way. I'll put the link in the notes. Something you should watch. Trying
to figure out what market are they going to target? Are they going to target the consumer? Or are they going to target enterprise, corporate? So they're going with to go with BBM video chat. You in a way kind of target both.
Yeah.
Because now
they're not abandoning consumer. Yeah.
Right. So now you have your video conferences. You know what I'm saying? There you are, straight through BBM. Not a problem. The contact is already there. Everything is PIN.
Right.
PIN number. BBM PIN. So,
which annoys me to no end.
It does, but again, as we said before, it alleviates giving people your phone number. So, chicks dig it. Yeah. So now,
stop harassing the chicks and they won't like BBM.
Yeah. So
you think it's a big deal?
I don't think it's a big deal because FaceTime wasn't a big deal.
FaceTime was a joke.
Skype was a big deal.
Still is a big deal.
It was one of the pioneers in video chat.
Yeah.
All right. So
I would say the pioneer.
They really and truly, but actually Lucent Technologies pioneered video chat.
Well, look where they are.
Yeah. Well, they were bought out. And we're still trying to figure out who bought them out.
What about Commodus told us? Forgot. Somebody left a comment and told us who it was.
Did they?
Shout out to you.
Yeah, whoever left that comment, please let us know again. You know how we are. We do a lot of Dr. Pepper drinking. You know what I'm saying? We lose our minds off this stuff. But no, really and truly, it's
how does this measure up to Skype? First of all, have you ever touched a Blackberry?
Me? Had a Pearl.
I mean, I had the Bold, a couple of them.
What do you think about BBM?
BBM was cool,
Did you feel like you were left out?
Did I really? See, the thing with me was like at first when I first had my BlackBerry, I didn't have like the plan for like the data and then the BBM, so it's like I only could text. Then I got it for like the first time and everybody started using it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Okay.
The only thing I like really thought was stupid, like, yo, let me scan your phone so I can get your PIN. Yeah. I'm like,
I'll just tell it to you.
Yeah, like this, like people were like really making that a big deal, but it was pretty cool because it's like it kept things separate, so it wasn't part of your messages or it wasn't part of your phone calls. It's like Taiwan said, it's like something different.
Okay,
so that's why I like it.
It's its own entity.
I think the overseas thing will get bust wide open because Skype has a standard in, you know, people live here and their relatives live over here. They Skype like that's a known standard.
Right.
BBM now, especially big in the Caribbean. I know it's the biggest thing in the Caribbean right now. People love BBM because it's free.
Right.
It's literally free. It doesn't cost them minutes. So people can BBM internationally back and forth. I know Snow, his girl uses BBM. If he had a BBM, you know, Snow's not touching the Blackberry.
Yeah.
If he had one, that would be an avenue for them.
But no one uses Kick Messenger. It's crazy.
You know, it'd be interesting though. Remember when they had the London riots? BBM was a big thing during the London riots because the BBM
everyone was BBMing it,
and it's not encrypted, so they can't find who sent the messages. So imagine that with video chat. So,
there we go.
So
it'll be a big deal.
You'll have people doing their own streaming porn, you know, from there because it's not encrypted. And no one's going to. But who? Where are they?
That was also a big reason why, like in the Middle East, RIM was in trouble for a while because of that ability to not encrypt the messages, and it was controversy. Yeah. So, but I think this will be one thing that'll help BlackBerry on their send back to where they want to be.
I believe so. I believe so.
All right, so you guys heard about the Leap Motion? It's like a little small USB device. I think it's gonna change a lot, actually.
Actually, no, I have yet to. I mean, when you pulled it up, I was like,
what the hell is that?
So, like, this is the size of it. We're gonna put up a picture on the video, but it's like you can hold it between two fingers. That's how small it is. It's like a little USB.
Okay.
You place it in front of your computer, and it's more accurate than the Kinect. So you can use your hand gestures to control. Like,
that's dope.
So you can do like molding clay in a program, Photoshop, brush, or you can type without your keyboard.
Microsoft owners?
No, they're like their own company, and they just hired for their. I think it's not as their CEO. I think it's either CEO or something else on the board. Somebody from Apple. I think it's either
I'm
Apple.
not buying it.
No. It's Apple or something else. But he's helping them. Like, he donated a lot of money to help get this thing started.
Sounds dope.
So, like, one of the cool things I thought was, like, let's say you a doctor's in surgery. Instead of taking off his gloves to use his computer, he just use it, still mess with the computer.
They use the Kinect for that now, don't they?
But the Kinect is not as accurate as this is.
Oh,
like,
nice.
We should actually put a link in the notes, so like you can this thing is very, very accurate. So
that's dope.
And it's only $70. So
it was a Kickstarter?
No, it did its own funding. So like you pre-ordered it, and it's supposed to come out early January or early February. So it's only $70. So you're on your 20 start Minority Report flow for only $70. I think it's like really. I already pre-ordered mine since July. Like this thing.
It does audio too.
No, it just just hands. So like I think it's like 1 to the 100th or 1000th. That's how accurate it is.
That's impressive.
I'll get my Tony Stark on. Definitely.
I'm going with the Kinect because I'm a Microsoft whore.
No, it's much. Like people been dogging the Kinect. Like the Kinect was like a baby compared to this.
That's dope.
Yeah. So
they need to get a way to get voice in there.
But if anything, it should be able to. Your computer has a mic, and then probably
works with the desktop. Desktops don't have mics.
That is true. And it works with anything. And I just read this article right here.
Mac too.
Yeah, it works with anything. It's just like a regular USB. And ASUS is bundling the Leap Motion into their laptops. So instead of having a USB, it's built into your computer. So all you do is like this.
So it'll be a sensor somewhere on the screen.
Yep. So
that is dope.
Yeah, it is. So
interesting.
This thing is going to change the future.
Not mad at that, because I could imagine, using air gestures for the Metro UI.
Right.
Close, open.
Like,
those are actual Apple gestures too.
Yeah, like look at the like if you guys look at the video for the Leap Motion, it does a lot.
That's dope.
It does a lot.
I'll check it out.
$70.
Yeah, $70. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. Cheap. So that's our new product update. Something like that.
You'll have a review soon. Yeah, it'll be a review because I'm definitely getting mine day one.
Okay. Likewise. Well, that's tech. And now for a little gossip. Kanye and Kim Kardashian are having my baby. No, they're having a baby. I say congrats. There's this thing going around where they have a picture of Kanye and Chris Humphries, and then who's that? They got somebody. They got Ray J and Reggie Bush. Laughing at the end like, whoa, disrespect. But I mean, listen, there's a saying that goes, "You get what you pay for."
How you feel about this?
Like I gotta say I'm completely divided, because it's like, one, you could say like, yeah, she's been with a lot of dudes, superstars, but if you look at it, like, her family has money, so it's not like she's a gold digger. Like, she bought Kanye like a 1.2 million Ferrari for his birthday.
Was it a Lambo?
Lambo. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not like she's a gold digger. She has money, and then like another person was saying like she's 32 years old. She's done more than most people can do in their lives, and she's having her.
What did she do?
But that's what I'm saying. She hasn't really done much. She just like on her dad's fortune and what he did.
Yeah, I know that show. I've sat there and watched the entire episode of the Kardashians once or twice.
I can't stand the show. And
I can't stand it either, but I sat there and watched it.
Well, for three reasons. Kim, Chloe, and what's the other one? Courtney.
This dude was hilarious.
Who, Kanye?
No, the one that Chris Humphries was hilarious. He walked in with the yoga dude.
That's wild disrespect. Like, that's why I hate this whole thing. Also,
what is
like
this naked Rasta guy?
Like, you just out there dogging Chris Humphries about this whole thing. Like, it's like, I know this dude is going through a lot, so I gotta say, big ups to you, Chris. I know, like, people are like dogging you, son. And it's like, you going through a lot.
Well, you see why she left him now.
I mean, that's neither here nor there. But part of this is why I respect Kanye as like a person.
Like, he don't give a damn.
Like, he doesn't give a shit when you think like, yo, this is who he's gonna love, this is who he's gonna be with, and he goes hard.
He made a song about it.
He made a song, and it's crazy. Like, you can't say anything about that song. Like,
is that White Dress?
That's admirable.
Is White Dress about?
No, it wasn't White Dress. He was talking about it in White Dress, I think, but the one with the African kid.
It was before Mercy.
There was the stupid one with the tell Peter my Mickey jacket on the floor.
Way too cold.
Way too cold. Third flu.
No, he can't call it third flu. He was about to get flu, so
he changed it.
Cold.
Yeah. Then he said, Click. My girl, what the hell? You know come on, man.
Yeah.
All from a home movie.
Yeah, she got famous all from a home movie. Yep.
So, you know that, like, that's good character. When you put it all out in the open, when you air your dirty laundry, no one has grounds to attack you. It's like,
but they're still attacking him.
Like, yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Regardless. Yeah.
Like, what do you want to say to Kanye West, dude? You fuck around and get in one of them songs, he ends your career. Dude, kind of dangerous.
Like, he turned everybody against Chris Humphries from that song. Like, everybody started hating him after that.
Lucky song. I have Jay dropping from the tube. Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh. I can agree with that. But now,
congrats.
Whatever.
Baby Kanye.
Now, I no longer like Chris Brown. He can kiss my ass.
I like Breezy.
I like you, but I don't like you. I'm hating right now. So, Rihanna and Chris Brown has been spotted everywhere. They're at the
Christmas game.
She's wearing his shirts. Or something like that. They're running around.
They're driving around.
All of this, like, I dig Rihanna. I dig her because she don't give a shit, and she does what she does. She makes great music, and she just has a real down to earth persona. You know what I'm saying? She's megastar, but she doesn't have the aura that Beyonce has. Like the unreachable aura.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's like she's on my Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I never get a response, but
she responds to people on Instagram though.
Yeah,
on Instagram. She does respond.
Yeah, she does. But
you gotta be like one of the first to comment, but she'll she'll respond.
So I'm like, I dig Rihanna. But this Chris Brown guy,
Breezy's the man.
How dare you beat this girl up and then come back and steal her heart again? Love
is love, man.
After having a bar fight,
bar fight and a bar fight. Nah, I'm messing around.
He beat up 2 women.
Ooh.
I thought that was your boy.
I don't fucks with Drake.
What?
Man.
You? No, come on. I would air you out right now. You used to blast.
I like the karaoke, so
you used to blast.
I like karaoke.
Me later, faithfully.
Yo,
that was a dope album. Nah, you know. I don't know what he's talking about lately. He's still crying. Like, dude, you made it. Stop crying.
That's true. Like, you know, it's about time to make a hip hop album. Stop making R&B album.
Dude, do you remember his first the mixtape before people like he really got on?
So Far Gone or
before so like what was it, like Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, that song?
Yeah, that song.
Yo, his music was so dope.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? That's the difference between mixtapes and albums. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta do it selves.
People put on mixtapes what they want to put on mixtapes. People put on albums what they expect to sell.
Or the record executives say they
Nicki
should.
Minaj.
Yeah, I mean Nicki Minaj.
She's still around.
Yeah. Well, this Hot 97 guy. He's claiming
Rosenberg.
Paul Rosenberg. You saw the piece I wrote about him. I mean, I'm not going that far deep into the guy because personally, I think he's really irrelevant. You know what I'm saying?
Jockey.
He's
him, Steve Harvey, all of them. He's fucking irrelevant. Shut up.
Yeah. I mean, but you know what? Steve Harvey is established. That's something different. He's a comedian. Is whatever.
You find Steve Harvey funny?
No, Steve Harvey is funny. I mean, you know, you got a Kings of Comedy. You know, he
was the lesser.
No,
I can't lie to you.
It was for him. He was the least funny.
That Titanic joke had me.
He had one joke, like an hour worth of material.
But he was really hosting. He was hosting and doing content, so you can't really.
Steve Harvey's not funny.
No, I gotta listen.
Family Feud seen a jump since he started hosting.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never seen the Family Feud.
He
violates people on Family Feud. Like it's hilarious.
But no, so
he needs to get a new tailor. Sorry.
Yeah,
the Detroit shit's gotta go.
You know, but I mean the whole Chris Brown Rihanna thing. I wish them well as well. I mean, neither one of them give a shit about what people think about them getting back together. I knew it was gonna happen.
Of course, it was gonna happen.
I mean, because this dude does what he does, and the Beijing Punani is what it is.
Listen, I have a tattoo here. It says love. Big as ass right here conquers all. I believe in that, sir. When you love who you love, you'll find your way home.
I guess.
That's it.
I guess love conquers all.
Maybe, hey, darling, take some boxing lessons. Something. Learn how to like
bob and weave.
You know what I mean?
Dempsey roll something.
You know what's going on, and you're going back to it. But love is love.
But is she going back to love, or is she going back to the Chris Breezy Yang?
I think people can change.
I don't believe
he whooped her ass.
No, but listen.
But no, this is a whole.
We're getting way.
We are, but I swear to God, Rihanna probably had,
I believe she inspired that ass whooping.
Nobody deserves to get their ass beat, but you don't antagonize people to that point. You know what I mean?
Jigga man fuck me better.
That's like you walk away from the situation. I just feel like you should never put your hands on a woman. Like he could have just walked out the car. Like he pulled over to beat her. Like he could have easily pulled over and got.
He wasn't gonna beat her ass in motion in a $350,000 car. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's such a.
You drive it. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
And she did a whole interview on Oprah about this too, though. So, like, what was the point?
But that's the thing, right? If you look at the interview on Oprah, she doesn't have the aura of a battered and bruised woman. It was a guilty-esque type of thing where
it was.
I know I pushed him too far, and this is what happened. And I was afraid for him. I was worried about you just beat a woman's ass out of nowhere. You ain't gonna hear that type of shit.
And remember, he was 19 when that happened.
It should have never happened.
It should have never happened.
But I don't think she was as innocent as.
I believe she was not as innocent as people are making her out to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no knock against you, Rihanna. If you're watching, we love you. We do. But I mean, he never struck. People say, oh, he has anger issues. No, he's just a dude that gets angry. We all get angry. Mm-hmm. So the minute you get angry and you get physical because something was obviously said or done that well, what if she hit him?
I think that was a probability, yeah.
Like, she could have hit him while they're driving, and they both could have crashed. Yeah. That $350,000 car. It was a Lambo. Mm. So, you know, now he pulled over. It was probably, yo, I told you, blah, 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 blah. Don't you put your hands in my face and the pow. Well, I mean,
but he got to control himself. Two wrongs don't make it right.
Yeah, but it makes it all even. You know?
Did you guys see the D-Ray Davis joke? He was like, Rihanna's like, that's why you can't dance. And he said, that's the reason why. Yeah, I was like, that was on Shaq, Shaq special God. For the All-Star game. That had me go.
So, you know.
Listen, man, young love is young love.
It is.
I feel like the man. You know why I respect Chris Brown? Because he fought for his career.
Did he really? Like,
son, he came back from the dungeon.
Like, people hated him.
So did everybody.
Who comes back from that? I don't see Bobby Brown on this.
I mean, but he never beat Whitney. God rest her soul. Come on, they were.
I'd rather him beat it than turn it into a crackhead.
All right, you know what? We can't talk about Whitney. You know,
you can't talk about Whitney.
Yes, we can. Yes, this is our shit. Listen, this is our shit. We don't talk about Whitney. All right, you know what I'm saying?
We can talk about Michael too.
Yeah, I mean, but see, they'll try and. All right, you know what we're going to say? Yeah. We're going to call him Jackal Mike. Jackal Mikeson. Jackal Maxon.
Oh, yeah.
That's with Jackal Maxon. All right, so you know,
Breezy fought for his career.
Yeah. Well, the dude did movies after that. Really?
His career. He's dancing better than ever.
I think he should stay away from movies, though. I really can't stand his.
Why? He was alright.
He was jumping around. And what was the movie where they bank robbed?
Christmas. Oh no, that was a good movie.
It was a good
Takers.
movie. Takers. He's jumping around through windows and he danced.
He was parkour, running, whatever.
Stunt double.
This dude is like a super athlete.
Stunt double.
Chris Brown. Does he play ball?
Oh, you didn't see the video with him and Kevin Hart?
Nah,
he plays ball. There's a video, like a 20-minute video of Kevin Hart versus Nijel and Chris Brown on the team. Yeah. Yo, he hit Kevin Hart and his brother at the same time. They both hit each other and then he made the shot.
Chris Brown plays with the game, and I believe Trey Songz plays with him as well. Like they can all really ball. They can ball.
Dude, Chris Brown is like a super athlete. I've never seen. You remember that video? Deuces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he did like jumped off the wall.
Not even. He did like a handstand on one hand from like standing still.
But it was.
And I swear to God, like I just had to what is he doing?
It was a silhouette. We never really saw him.
You know Chris Brown when you see Chris Brown, dude.
But
who can do that type of shit?
But unlike, if the thing with cameras is he's really tall.
Yeah.
But like when you're a big guy, cameras make you bigger. When you're a small guy, cameras make you taller. It's kind of like a weird in between. So like he actually looks smaller in that video, and I was like,
he was stressed out.
Really him?
He was stressed out. He lost his baby. He dealing with that Asian chick. He didn't want to deal with her.
She wasn't Asian. She was like,
come on, son.
Where is that place? She
was Asian. She had chinky eyes.
No, son. Where's
ignorant as hell. Ignorant gamers.
Ignorant gamers.
But she's okay. She was a nice looking young lady. Yeah.
She's off in the corner trying to figure out a way to sue.
I would broke my heart too.
Depression, stress, something. Anyway, listen, man. We hope you enjoyed the episode. And
we did.
We did. We did. Go do a dance, Chris Breezy dance.
Or we get one of us as a silhouette for the end of the episode.
Yeah, I'll do a silhouette on a handstand. See if I can not bust my ass.
Yeah, well, I
put that in the bloopers. Put that in the bloopers.
These achy bones.
So we out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Tiana D, and check out lifestylesdefined.com where you can find everything you've ever